Right here we have the 2018 Chevrolet Equinox. It's completely redesigned this year, and it's a huge improvement. The big question is it good enough? So with this 2018 redesign for the Chevrolet Equinox, it's kind of pushed the dial, but not really too far. The overall shape and some of the style, it carries over, but we've got nicer headlights and this grille that kind of echoes the Camaro, so a little sporty, a little edgy. Now, it is kind of a big SUV shape. Let me explain that. Almost all SUVs have this gray bar on the bottom, and it takes a lot of the weight off because if it was body colored, it kind of looked like a minivan with really big wheels. That's not really that attractive. Another way they shave off some of the visual weight is with this nice cove here that runs all the way down here in a curve and kind of scoops it out there, as well as some more surfacing up here. There's also a nice chrome surround around the windows and this roof rack on this top trim. In the back, the taillights echo the headlight shapes up front, as well as these bevels and these run-through lines. So even though it really didn't move the dial very far as far as style, it's kind of a safe bet. So the base engine for all Chevy Equinoxes is a 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, makes 170 horsepower. Not really that great. This is the 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, makes 252 horsepower, and that's actually really good in here. Plus, it's mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission, so you get really good punch acceleration off the line, but then up top, the gears get really tall so that you get better fuel economy on the highway. Speaking of fuel economy, this gets about 25 miles per gallon. That's 3 mpg less than the base engine. But the real kicker is it's 5 miles per gallon less than the Honda CR-V. It's got a good balance of fuel economy and power. So right off the bat, there's really nothing that's standing out with this new Equinox. That's not entirely a bad thing, because if there was an issue, well, I would definitely know about it. The power with this optional 2-liter engine, it's plenty. I've got all the power I need to pass. Ride quality is smooth, but I'm still feeling all the imperfections. So it's pretty much like the rest of the SUVs in this class. What I am noticing though is a little bit more road noise than I'm used to hearing in this class. Wind noise, not so bad. The engine doesn't sound half bad either when you get on it. It's got some grunt. As far as power is concerned, if I wanted to pass, just lay into the throttle. It's fairly quick to downshift. It's got 9 speeds in the transmission, so it kicks down fairly quickly a few gears. Well, this time around, there are a lot more advanced safety features. Pretty much what we expect. One thing we have is the frontal collision warning and mitigation. There's a button right here amongst all the cruise control buttons, and it allows you to adjust the sensitivity. You don't have to go searching through menus. You don't have to hit 5 different buttons to get there. You have 1, 2, 3 different levels, so that if, say, you're getting a lot of false alarms or you think it's too sensitive, you can have it fire off a little bit later. If you're getting a warning from the frontal collision or the lane departure, you start feeling this buzzing from the seat. It's significantly stronger than, let's say, the vibrate mode on your phone. But also I get, it's kind of a head-up display, but not really. It's just some flashing lights that shine back to alert you that traffic is slowing down. It's bright enough, it gets your attention, and if I didn't hit the brakes, well, it would hit the brakes for me, fairly aggressively. Outward visibility is okay. I feel like nowadays the rear window's getting smaller and smaller. This one seems to be pretty generous. Gives you very good indication of what's back there. With this trim and this option level, you also get the 360-degree surround view camera. Pretty much all the guesswork's taken out for you. As far as climate control goes, well, it's dual zone automatic climate control. Once I set it, I really don't have to mess with it after that. But I do have one gripe. It's these vertical vents next to the infotainment. Visually, it frames it up nicely, but in practice, it's a little prone to some cold spots. It's chilling my arm and my knuckles. Not ideal. I pointed away, but now I'm not getting on me. So I'd prefer if these were horizontal vents. They give a little wider disperse flow. So yeah, that's one of those form over function things. It's a little bit of a sacrifice. Not a deal breaker. All right, so we're inside the Equinox, and design-wise, again, it's an improvement. It's got some nice graceful shapes, framing everything. Materials quality, however, is a little bit below what we're used to seeing from some of the latest crossovers. This in particular is kind of hard plastic, and the graining almost reminds me of like a dinosaur toy or something, like the dinosaur skin. There are some soft touch materials. I mean, they really do feel like vinyl or plastic, but they are well shaped. They don't bother my elbows after a long drive. The steering wheel controls are pretty much just the regular Chevrolet steering wheel that you'll see in almost all of their cars. That's not such a bad thing either. These covered rubber buttons, they're easy to clean. They're actually fairly easy to use too. The latest Chevy MyLink system, it's quick to respond. One of the best things though, it comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard. The seats, they're pretty good. I'm missing a little bit of thigh support at the end here, but I can see why they did that too. For shorter drivers, you certainly don't want a seat cushion that's too long. With the Equinox, there's plenty of room for all your personal effects. You have some decent sized cup holders here. You have a wireless charging pad as well, and this center bin is really deep. You can get a lot of stuff down there. There's even a nice little pocket here for your cell phone. Right here, you have 2 USB ports and an auxiliary jack, another 2 in the center bin, and yet another 2 for the back seats. USB ports for everyone. So here I am in the back seat of the 2018 Chevy Equinox, and it's pretty spacious actually. I'm actually getting a decent amount of thigh support, which is a little rare in compact SUVs. I have plenty of legroom. I'm just kind of average in height, so yeah, that's pretty nice. Even with this panoramic sunroof, my hair's just barely brushing the headliner. Same materials quality back here. Other SUVs, they'll actually use these kind of materials back here, but nicer materials up front because you generally have kids back here who are kind of messing stuff up. There's 2 more USB ports back here, and there's also a 120 volt household outlet down below. You know, if you have a laptop that you need charged, or even if you have a game console hooked up to maybe an in-car entertainment system, that'd be pretty cool. Another power point here, another 12 volt, and we have 2-stage seat heaters here. You can either choose both the seat cushion, the seat back to heat, or just the seat back. And that's only for the outboard seats. Right here, nice cup holders, nice armrest. It's the right height. Now the center seat, it's, as you can see, pretty flat. And when you're sitting in that position, it actually feels like it's got a little bit of a crown. So probably more suitable for a child seat or, you know, very small person. Otherwise, yeah, I'd be totally fine back here for a road trip. So when it comes to cargo with the Equinox, it's kind of a mixed bag. I do like that it has the hands-free power lift gate. Now, you noticed I kicked it on the left side. I had to look it up in the manual because I was trying to do the swipe thing. That wasn't working. Has to be there, has to be an upward kick. Now, cargo space, 30 cubic feet behind the second row, 63 with them folded. It is a decent amount, but it's significantly less than the Honda CR-V. So it really is going to depend on how much stuff you really have. I do like that you have a lot of underfloor storage here, and these seats, like the CR-V, fold flat without having to reach forward or open the back doors. So, depending on what your priorities are and how much storage you really need, the Equinox might actually hold all your stuff. So the bottom line for the 2018 Chevrolet Equinox is price. It's expensive for what you're getting. As tested, it's $40,000. Honestly, I mean, that's the territory for the starting price for the BMW X3 and Audi Q5. So it's practical, it's got all the flexibility you need out of an SUV this size, but you do have to pay attention to the options you're adding. It's gonna get expensive real quick. For more information on the Equinox as well as its competition, head over to Edmunds.com and also hit subscribe on our YouTube channel.